Okay, hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to live stream number 3 of my Tomsk campaign. We're doing Shostakovich, the composer, Unifying Russia. I actually have a pair of glasses that have round frames, kind of similar to this, so I'm wearing those right now to get into the zone. And, so I wasn't very happy with how the last stream went. Eventually I just turned it off since nobody gave a fuck. But I'm interested in doing this unification run. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of play through it. I'm just streaming me playing it. I'm probably not gonna talk as much this time. And be playing, of course, the Symphonies of Shostakovich. Actually, I think we'll start with one of his famous waltz, and then we'll go into the full jazz suite. So let me pull that up. Yeah, this is his jazz suite from it's waltz number 2 from the suite. He did 2 of them. The second one's longer. And if people want to talk about the actual gameplay, we can talk about it. Hi there, Socialist. But nobody seemed to fucking care, so. Whatever. So it's gonna be a quiet one. I'll talk if y'all want to talk, but the Independent Labour Party one in Scotland under William Wolfe. These pictures look very, very different if they're supposed to be the same one. Okay. See, I'm also not gonna be reading stuff. I'll read it on my own, but I'm not gonna be doing it out loud. So what do we got down here? No. Proficiency gain. That could kind of be good, but I think it's a little too loud. Factory industrial capacity. Does that mean output? If you explore it to the max, you can have 75 construction speed and minus 50% consumer good factors. So then it is permanent. The modifications then. The labor. The modernists can do that. So yeah, I see, you got somebody in the chat now who's talking about the game, so I'm going to talk about the game too. But I have heard that the modernist industry can get pretty wild. Same thing with Tumen. I've heard it gets pretty good. I don't want to play Tumen though until I want to read read all of it. I've read parts of it, but I haven't finished it. William Taubman's biography on Khrushchev, since it's supposed to be, the biography on him. I actually have it right over here. I've been reorganizing my bookshelves, and so the ones that I have right next to my office, or here in my office, right next to my desk. They've got, I've basically got my hardcovers over there that are too tall for my regular bookshelf, that are in my dining room, which sounds weird, but this is kind of how my apartment layout is. My books are in the, so my books ended up going into my dining room, which I know probably sounds very strange. So. I should have made that motorized equipment, actually. Yeah, we let's get this agriculture, even though I really want those factories too. You don't know the advantages of Khrushchev over Kaganovich? Well, yeah, I've seen screenshots with Kaganovich will have over 600 factories. Probably want to wait on Tumen until the next patch because there's an annoying event bug. See, that's good. See, I'm liking this. We're actually talking about the game. Isn't this nice? But yeah, okay, if that's the case, then I definitely will wait on Tumen. That's the same reason I'm waiting on, although actually it got fixed. But, I think that there was a little bit of RNG going on with Lyndon Johnson, and it was bugged, so it would sometimes all go bad for you or something. I don't know. But I've been getting my my bookshelves organized. I haven't organized them since like last year. I've gotten a lot more books since then. And I'm pretty happy with how they're turning out. I'm actually extremely happy with how this bookshelf in my office goes. Like, I almost want to take a picture of it. So like, basically the way this bookshelf is, this is actually an old piece of furniture that was my grandmother's. And it's not like some super fancy, like Victorian age cabinet or whatever, but it is a little like that. Okay, farms. Let me check in on my agriculture. Okay, so we got that up to 4.0. Is it starting to rain? What am I hearing? Okay. So anyway, yeah, my bookshelf. So the way my bookshelf actually is set up, it's a little strange. The one here in my office. But you've got it's like you can kind of it's basically divided roughly into two halves. The top half is 3 bookshelves, but then the bottom half is actually a cabinet drawer that it has doors so you can open and close. General Poggy is coup the government. That poggers, or what we call it poggy. Very puggy. No, I don't think I really want to use this extraction. Alright, Guyana just went down in flames. To be expected. Oh, by the way, we're now listening to the Jazz Suite number 2. Here we go. Dance number 1 starting. He's the Pog. We've got the Pog champ of Argentina, Raul Poggi. That spiced the chat right up, didn't it? We can switch from registered to universal voting. These are gonna give me some nice buffs here to stability, but I think that could wait because I want to come down here and grab this political power and production efficiency cap and such. Okay, so now I can finally start making motorized equipment. Now, I'm not entirely sure yet what kind of army I want to go for here. I'm leaning tanks. I don't think I'll have the industry to get proper, some proper, choppers going. Ugh, I hate this shortage. Communist revolution, we want. So, yeah, so then the bottom part of the bookshelf is like the cabinet opens and there's 2 smaller bookshelves in there, and I'm basically using that to hold coffee table books right now. Stuff that's like just way too big to stack vertically, so I'm stacking them horizontally, and books don't look as aesthetically pleasing when they're stacked horizontally, so that's why they're going to be behind the doors a lot of the time. But also the doors will keep dust from getting on them at the same time because there are a lot of coffee table books, so they look nice. Actually need to organize that a little bit in there though. But I actually want to spend a fair amount of today after I'm done streaming cleaning up my office, because I'm going to make a community post about this, but basically it's a long story, but I actually have 2 desks in my office and I want to switch the ones that I'm using because it's difficult. Like, here, hold a sec. I'll have to like use paint to kind of draw what I'm talking about. Just give me a second here. Oh, I'm pausing the game. And we got this great music. Okay, so quick detour, just so I can kind of explain to you guys what I'm talking about. And I'm bringing this up to you guys because I might end up, like, you know, something could go horribly wrong. So essentially, just you can kind of just think of this as my office room, right? We've got the door over here. This is the door. And we'll say, like, this is my bookshelf. It's right here. And then the space that I work on, where my office is I face this direction where I've got a small table here, and then a longer desk here, and then this is my PC tower right here, and of course the monitors are here. And then this is where I sit. So obviously this is not perfectly to scale. But I've got a second desk in this office. Again, long story. It's like, why does he have two desks? So the second desk is a bit longer. It's probably, but I've measured it. It's basically as long as these two tables put together. So what I want to do is I actually want to switch them. So move this over here, and I'm probably actually just going to take this table and I don't know what I want to do with it. This little... I don't want to get rid of it because it's good, but I'm debating different areas I might want to put it. I might move it to my living room. So the thing is, there's obviously tons and tons of wires, you know, back here and stuff that I'd have to deal with. So I'm just afraid of something going wrong. I'm going to have, like, a friend, or try to get one of my friends to come help me move this thing, but... I think I'm going to be much happier with this desk over here, and then I'll switch this one over here, and then the one that I use right now, which is actually, the one I'm using right now, I kind of just use out of nostalgia because this is my grandfather's old desk, but the thing is, he was even taller than I am, and me, I have trouble with leg room, and the other desk I definitely don't, so that's something I want to do today or tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But if I'm not, if I suddenly don't stream for several days, something went horribly wrong with the cables, and I'll use my phone to make a post about it in the community tab and explain. Have we invented avant-garde camo? That's funny. Just move the desk. Well, you see, here's the thing. I can't just switch the desks. I have to also move this little small table I've got to the side. Because it's otherwise the other desk that I want to move here isn't gonna fit. Here, a box lord. Are you new here? I don't remember that name in the chat before. Destroy the small table. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm probably gonna move it into my living room. I'll think about it, cause it's been holding up my printer. But my printer was never that great anyway, and I hardly ever use it nowadays. Like if I, you know, just the fucking big ink is just such a fucking scam. So I just find other ways to go print. Like I go to the library and stuff if I ever really need to print something. So that table was basically just for holding my printer. I've got other stuff under it too because it's like a two-tiered table. So I have like this really nice chess set from Afghanistan under there, but it's like this is stuff that it doesn't need to be here in the office. I could put it somewhere else. Okay, let's secure control. Stability is going really well, so I'm happy about that. Okay, relentless push forward. No, let's get the civilian factories. The outside world's changed. Need to worry about matters of industry and production. Really using the printer on a table. What's wrong with that? What's going on here? What's this? 1963 Tomsk cow selections. Okay, cool. Oh shoot, I forgot to fucking... Yeah, I need to be doing one of these at all times. Fuck. I I gotta remember to do that. Okay, so January 1st. Okay, every 1st of the month, guys, remind me to do something like that, you know, to boost the humanism. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, hello there, Shadow Force. Hello, everybody. So I'm liking to see them, liking this trickle of people coming in here. Alright, so let's look at the legacy of the Siberian plan. Yep, it does in fact seem to be permanent changes when I do them. Very nice. Well, if that's the case, let's increase some production quotas here. Invest in heavy construction techniques. I think that is in fact worth it. We'll do that, and we're going to do industrial investments too. So I'm really pissing through my political power here. Oh, thank you for asking, Otome. We're listening to Shostakovich's second jazz suite right now. I'm glad you all like it. This is it's longer than his first one. The first one's only like 8 minutes. It's very short. It was just a tiny little thing he did. Yeah. Alright, let's get training our troops also. Okay, we're starting to approach the ability to make more divisions. Yeah, the jazz suites are just like a series of short ones, so they're fun little quick things. And remember, if anybody's interested in the music that I'm listening to during these streams, I've got a link to it in my description. I made a playlist. It should be a public one. Everyone should be able to, you know, listen to it. No, I can't do the military program yet. I gotta have a majority, so I'm gonna need 53 in the lower house, so I probably won't be able to do anything till 64. Okay, Thule Society, catch the action. Il and Anna, with the help of friendship, teamwork, and friends, they along their journey can prevent disaster from reaching Tomsk and no doubt all of Russia. Brought to you by Central Siberian Telecommunications Department. Thank you for listening. We'll have the budget for a cartoon version as soon as we reclaim all of Russia. Wasn't that cute? Hey there, Kirby. Alright, the humanist government has done all it can to promote the cause of the war against illiteracy. The city will breathe the eye of the storm. The city will be shelter and education. More schools, more university, for every worker a degree, for every worker a place to learn more. Let's see here. Ramfis Trujillo has fled to Paraguay. These are all South American things, though. You can ask for other factions to support your military affairs in the politics screen. Where do I do that? Supporting military affairs? Where? I want Yagoda to win the Far East so there could be a rematch. Could be fun. The Violet Duma. Okay, so 5 more days, we'll do another thing. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I get what you guys are saying now. Understood. Well, we gotta wait till February. And here we are. It's the new day. Yes, it is. Alright. Come over here. Ask for support in the lower house. There we go. I think if we do that one more time, we'll be able to do the modernization. You just finished a playthrough of Humanist Tomsk. You might want to be careful on your choices or you'll get Candace as a leader. Kimir Go twins, the Welsh elections. Well, I don't know who he is, but he's not as cute as Watame, so who cares? It's fun seeing the Hall of Life cameos and in some of the various ones. A Planet of Storms, a fictional story about Russian cosmonauts set in the distant future of 2010, performing the first exploration of the planet Venus. Fun fact, the Soviet space program is the only one to ever send a drone to Venus. Or a satellite, whatever you would want to call it. Alright. Concept of Cosmism primarily includes the ideas of a new, almost utopian world, one where humanity would have free reign in space with the ability to acquire an infinite amount of resources. Cosmism also focuses not just on science and technology, but also on culture and natural philosophy. Cosmism even includes ideas of bringing the dead back to life and the achievement of human immortality. This Russian philosophical current has gained much renewed interest in Tomsk with the rise of the modernist salon and its ideals of a well-ran free society that values knowledge. While the book has its share of detractors, its fiercer critics slamming it for being scientifically impossible, many people, both young and old, are complimenting the book for its many twists and thrilling writing. While it may be popular in Tomsk, it unfortunately has not seen much popularity beyond the Republic's borders. It seems not many people are up to purchasing and reading books in Warlord Russia. However, there have been rumors of a movie adaptation being produced, so Alexander's story might not be quite over yet. Where's my copy? Humanist, yeah. Likatkov always kept his eye on other salon leaders. Mosey Vainberg was a man with an interesting story. How does a Polish... Actually, this might be pronounced Weinberg. How does a Polish-Jewish composer who lost his family to the Nazis end up as an heir to one of the main contenders for control over an idealistic experimental republic in the middle of Siberia? Surely he had to be something of an idealist himself. Steadfast in his convictions and forceful in his desire to improve the lives of others. He'd also been forced to flee to all over the place due to the German invasion and Soviet collapse, relocating to Minsk and then Tashkent, and finding his way to both central Siberia and politics as his plans to move to Moscow after the war could never come to fruition. So this is another real guy, although I've seen his name spelled in a variety of ways. While in Tashkent, Mosey befriended the current leader of the Humanists and fellow composer, Dmitry Shostakovich. The series of events that led to Mosey becoming the heir... I just ripped something. Oh, that sucks. The heir of the Humanist salon was certainly turbulent, although the man did possess certain qualities that made him a rather natural leader. Likhachkov watched him as he negotiated. While sharing his friend Shosta's strong idealism, he also had a fair share of pragmatism and charisma that allowed him to appeal to both his political counterparts and average citizens alike. From Likhachkov's perspective, Mosey may have been somewhat ideologically misguided, but he could clearly see the soon-to-be humanist leader was a good man at heart. He's no worse than Likhachkov or either of the others. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I swear these mods are just interactive books. I don't want to read. Where? Anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Scavenge for some loot now. What else have we got going on here? Optimize consumer goods. Yeah, let's do that. But we're about to take a political power hit here. Kind of a permanent one. Because we're going to go to a universal voting. We need a let's see. Shostakovich and his ministries aim to change this. Elitism, though it has its merits, has no place in a democracy. The people must step forward and lend their shoulders to both the defense of the Republic and its governance. Now begins the era for a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Yeah, I'm really glad you guys are enjoying the music. And remember, if you want to support the decision, because the reason I'm able to play this music is I've demonetized the video, but you are welcome to donate via Super Chat or through my Patreon, which is linked in the description below, if you want to support this decision. I'm sorry, first time I actually heard Shostakovich's Waltz No. 2 was on a documentary about UFOs. We're thinking about it. Alright, legacy of the Passenger government is immense. They do much good. There's parts of it the humans plan to repeal and reject. We're going to elect representatives directly, and we're going to have laws holding the people accountable to their constituencies. The masses are flawed, but their opinions need change, not ignorance and limitation. Yeah, there's a little melody in here. We already passed it, but it kind of reminds me of I think it's from Sleeping Beauty, the Disney movie. The I love you, da 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 da, once upon a dream. Anyone know what I'm talking about? No, this is Conquering Mystery Game, sounding like a loon again. Must be a day that ends in Y. We've got a problem with that rubber. There goes German Madagascar. That said, we've got 0 factories being used for consumer goods, so that's good. It's real good. So I heard this really interesting song yesterday. I guess it was a hit in Japan last year in 2020, the Void year. I guess it was this pop song which was about being, having to go on lockdown because of the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. But the girls singing it, I guess it's like a comedy thing, because it's kind of, oh no, there's an emergency, we all have to go inside. So that's awesome, I can do all the things that I want to do. I'm going to listen to music, and I'm going to, it's just like, I guess for introverts, it's just, yes! Now I get to stay inside all day, and it's actually a good thing. It's justified! And I just thought it was very funny. Oh, here comes the crisis! What falls faster, a man or his shares? Fuck, I forgot to do the goddamn interaction thing. Fuck me. Oh, and I'm short. Yep, just fuck me to pieces. Alright, back to the music. Let's grab this one. What's going on? I thought I was scavenging for... Oh, no, I guess we do have enough. Yeah, propose the military program. Great. So now we have military expansion decisions. We can do things here like to get rifles, bonuses for infantry weapons. It's kind of okay. But we're getting quite a bit coming in because the formation salons, lots of political power. Oh, thank you very, very much, Kirby. I don't know why the alert's not going off, but thank you very much for the super chat. What is your profile picture there? I can't really see it too well on my thing. On my screen. Looks like a skeleton facing left on a body. And is there a snake? Yeah, I can't really tell. Damn, it looks interesting. 15 whole factory is very industrialized. Oh yeah. Well, let's look at friggin'. There's the alert. Thank you very much. You have supported the Shostakovich Symphony Foundation, which I just made up. Yeah, we're climaxing now. This is the end of the suite. I think we're gonna do Rights of Humanity. Yeah, get the poverty rate up. Done. All right. Yeah, so that's basically. I think he actually that particular recording is was done in the Ukraine, but it's of Shostakovich's music. So let's read this Rights of Humanity thing, and then we're going to go to a different, some different music from him. Since they're coming into power, the standards of living for the average Tomsk citizen has increased dramatically. However, to say it is rosy for everyone is an exaggeration. If the bureaucracy and the cabinet would be frank, the rate of poverty in the city and its environs remain disappointing and outright heart-wrenching. Many still live below the poverty line, and so far no governments have striven to provide the primary social services to them. The government considers this a travesty. No human being should live in these conditions without a home and a stable source of food. The cabinet has cleared a budget for the expansion of affordable and cheap housing in the outskirts of the city. Once there, they will receive essential education and unemployment benefits to help them on their feet. The Humanist Association has faith in these feeble, destitute people. More important than their rights as citizens are their rights as human beings, something the association is more than happy to give. That's going to help with the poverty rate. All right, let's listen to... It's just a thing. Okay, let's listen to Shostakovich's... Which one of his symphonies should we listen to? Or do I want to listen to one of his symphonies? Maybe we can listen to something else, like one of his concertos. You know, yeah, let's take a little, even though it's called Symphonies in Siberia, or Siberian Symphonies, whatever I ended up calling it. Let's do something festive. We're gonna do the Festive Overture. Let me pull it up. I don't have it actually in the playlist. I'll put it in here. Festive Overture. So this is kind of a short one, but here we go. You guys will like this. All right, we're done with the, don't want to do civilian factories. You know, let's do civilian factories. What happened to my 15 factories? Who knows, man? Who makes the world? Yeah, this Legacy of the Siberian plant's getting a little crazy. Oh yeah, well, we were going to compare how many factories I have in opposed to others. So like it's human here. They've got 12. But yeah, I don't think anybody's going to have 15. Yeah, very, very cool. We just got an ultimatum from Krasnoyarsk. They are demanding we hand them over tribute of loot. That's so funny that they think I'm going to do that. Hilarious! Okay, let's get that weapons research project going. Alright, we've got the Rights of Humanity. Free Culture's pretty good, but... I think the Rights of Man is better because that'll such generous unemployment subsidies. Because like, let me show you guys what's going to happen once we get our poverty rate fixed up a little. So we're at 50 to 80%, but if we can go up to 25 to 50%, that's going to give us 5% more stability, 5% more war support, 2.5% more recruitable population factor, 5% more each factory dockyard output, 5% more construction speed, and another 2.5% research speed. So there's just a lot of good that comes from it. Oh shoot, it's a new month. We need to do the another one of these. Let's do another pro-humanist campaign. Oh, we can't afford it. Whoopsie. Let's get these guys in position. I think that's kind of good enough. Oh, let's wait a minute. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? Okay, wait a little bit for the org to start going up. Alright, we're going to say we will not back down so easily. Okay, yeah, we're going to be fine. Alright. Can pass the policy decision. Oh yeah, proposing the expansion. Yes. The enemy is defeated. Now on to cleaning up corpses. Thanks for that. I'm gonna scavenge for loot. So we have the different war plans we could do here. I guess we should go after Kranzian. Well, you know, I kind of want to, like... Maybe it should be Novosibirsk first. Then again, Novosibirsk might be the toughest one. You know what? Let's go Kemerovo. They probably have a couple of divisions, and we might be able to just bait them out. Or, then again, this is a long front line. The AI probably won't know how to handle it. And plus, then that keeps me kind of in a corner in quotation marks. So, yeah, it is time for the Republic to turn its attention toward the separatists of the so-called Novosibirsk. The Porshkin-led junta must be defeated if our Republic is to endure. Let's see. They must fall if the Republic is to live. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. I think we're going to be able to take them. The AI is not going to be that smart. Don't like this symbol here. Let's do that. Let the invasion begin in a decade? What do you mean? I do not understand. Okay, Rights of Man is done. So now we're up to poverty rate of 3.50. Not super fast, but we're gonna get there. Let's see, research, academic base. Okay, now let's get rights for the living. That's gonna help with poverty some more. Hey, what do you guys think of the Fiesta Overture? Weekly gun training. It says alarm accordingly. First shot went wide, second was off target. Third barely scratched the widest circle. Boy, if you want to hit anything, you need to stop worrying about your comrades and more about the enemy. Shoulder to shoulder, the humanist army takes more. Alright! Okay, so I'm gonna play another one here before we go into the symphonies. So this is one, it's a very short piece. It's called The Flame of Eternal Glory by Shostakovich, and it was originally meant. Well, he made it for like the opening of a war memorial in the '60s, but I think he said that he had originally planned it for like an idea he had for a new Soviet Union anthem back in the '40s, and there was like a contest, I think, too. Anyway, so we're going to play that right now. It's another short one, like less than 3 minutes. So just imagine this being the anthem. Okay, do I need to turn it up a little? I might have to. Alright, here we go. Where's everybody? There's nobody on the border. Well, I'm not complaining. Wait a minute. Yeah, Novosibirsk. Oh, and the cheetah is now going after Amur. So Amur's gonna die here in a second. Uh-oh. Careful now. Careful, careful. There we go. Nothing to get hung about. Dang, are we going to be able to beat them without taking the capital? Oh, no, we got them now. That's it. That's going to be game. Yep. 100%. Let's get ready for the next one. Oh, we have to be at peace. What is this? Strike fast, movement-based, warfare, crush regiments. Oh, I didn't even see any of this stuff. Nah, we're not even going to use that, though, because these should be fast wars, hopefully. That'll be that. Yes, not even a falcon can fly against the storm. Hell yeah. Okay, let's grab, let's start putting some more into the tanks, I think. Yeah, for down the line. Safety from progress. We are the primary hub for scientists and educational base of the old Union. We need cooperation between arts and sciences. We had established primary schooling and invested heavily in education. Now we need to look at higher ends of learning. Okay, hold on a second. So yeah, so that was the Novorossiysk chimes. But how about we let's now go to the 5th Symphony of Shostakovich. So this is a bit of a longer. It's kind of more standard length. It's 43 minutes long. So the 5th Symphony of Shostakovich was made in 37. And hold on, let me refer to one of my Shostakovich books. Give me a minute here. I should have had this set up earlier. I'm sorry. Symphony. Where's the symphony? Page 130. Okay. So this is about the 5th Symphony. So this was when the purges were going on. Like Shostakovich's neighbor would write about, because this is when they were in Leningrad, which was like where some of the absolute worst of the purges were going on. And Shostakovich's neighbor talked about how in the middle of the night, every 10, 15, 20 minutes, you would just hear gunshots, and it's like, well, that's not people drilling. And so it's like all night, whenever you're awake and you're hearing gunshots, you just knew that it was innocent people dying every time you would hear it. So Shostakovich wanted to write a musical piece during this period, and unlike a lot of his other work, he didn't talk about it with anybody. Oh, by the way, let me actually hit you with some stats on the purge real quick. So, in just a few months, this is specifically the purge in the military. This is after Tukhachevsky was killed. In just a few months, the purge liquidated or imprisoned about 60 to 70% of the officers in the Soviet military. 90% of the generals had disappeared. 13 out of 15 commanders of the army were gone. Then a few months later, those who replaced them were all purged. In all, around 27,000 officers and soldiers vanished into concentration camps or mass graves. So that's like just the Red Army alone. Anyway, so yeah, Shostakovich, though, he's keeping the 5th pretty close to the chest. He's not really, like, he'll maybe just play small movements for some people in private, but that's about it. And then here we go. On November 21st, 1931, Dmitri Shostakovich's Symphony No. 5 in D minor, Op. 47, was presented to the world by the Leningrad Philharmonic Orchestra. By the way, I'm pretty sure that Mozart's Requiem was in D minor. I wonder if that was a conscious choice. The significance was apparent to everyone. Shostakovich's fate was at stake. Alright. Anyway, the orchestra tuned up. The young conductor walked out. He had taken on the danger... I'm skipping some of these things, like some of the details, but he had taken on the dangerous challenge of presenting the new symphony. The first part of the concert was old music, Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet, and then Shostakovich waited for his piece to start. The symphony began. Those in the hall who knew his music well, especially those who'd heard some version of the suppressed Fourth Symphony, recognized certain moods from his earlier works. The hints of some pensive character crushed and beaten by brutal marches, the orchestra warding off the blows, cruel, clumsy waltzes, like some Russian dancing bear willing to maul a partner. And perhaps most chilling of all, they recognize the moments after these assaults when stillness arrives and it does not feel like peace, but a stunned, appalled hush, as if someone in the wake of a beating, first opens their eyes to a cold and crystalline new world in which they do not know how to feel. But what surprised people in the symphony was a new discipline, a new sobriety, a clear use of antique forms to describe new anguish. By the third movement, a slow lament, Shostakovich's friend Isaac Glickman looked around the hall and saw that the faces of the men and women around him were wet with tears. This was a song for all of their dead. Shostakovich later said, quote, "Even before the war in Leningrad, there probably wasn't a single family who hadn't lost someone, a father, a brother, or if not a relative, then a close friend. Everyone had someone to cry over, but you had to cry silently, under your blanket, so that no one would see. Everyone feared everyone else, and the sorrow oppressed and suffocated us." Unquote. End quote. This requiem allowed them to mourn together in public. In this threnody, there are tragic solos, weak shoots or tendrils of a theme that might easily get crushed underfoot. The full-string orchestra takes up those thin melodies and tries them too, as if after a great shock they all are teaching themselves to feel again. They are learning to sing of their own sorrow. The Largo lament came finally gently to a last resting place, a resolution, and then almost terrifying in their brutal joy, the drums and brass began to blast out the symphony's grand finale. It was a huge, lumbering celebration of some kind, thrilling in its explosive energy, its hymns of praise, its screaming triumph. Some who listened thought here was the hope they'd been looking for. This was a vision of future freedom without terror. Others were uncertain. The joy seemed forced. One thing that everyone agreed on, however, was the symphony's power. As the finale thundered towards its conclusion, members of the audience in a trance began to rise out of their seat one by one. The music had a sort of electric force, one said. The last chord sounded. The whole audience leapt to their feet, erupted into wild applause, a demonstration of their outrage at all the hounding poor Mitya has been through. Mitya was the nickname he had, wrote Luvboy Shaporania in her diary that night. Everyone kept saying the same thing. That was his answer, and it was a good one. Shostakovich came out white as a sheet, biting his lips. I think he was close to tears. So basically, then they go on and they're cheering for like a half hour straight before the applause finally ends. So that's the symphony we're going to listen to right now. Symphony number 5. Here we go. So this will be accompanying us for the next 43 minutes or so. And this is also a performance by the very Leningrad Philharmonic Orchestra that did it originally. Okay, so let's get back to the game, shall we? Oh shoot, we're in June, aren't we? Fuck me, I'm so bad about this. Or did I already do this? I guess I did, actually. Huh. Or, oh, you know what? Do I not have enough authority? I think I've used it up. Yep, I've only got 2.6. Okay, no, we can't do that either. Weird. Let's see here. Okay, what else could we do? Implement worker concessions? Nah. Okay, Boxlord, I'm just going to go ahead and time you out, because you're just shit-posting constantly, dude, and, ew, that's weird. Why am I not allowed to time you out? No, there we go. There we go. So we're just going to just go ahead and time you out, and you can think about how you want to act for a while. Okay, and in the meantime, what's this? We could build up the airbase, and we can integrate them, oh yes, into the Federates. Trial the secessionists, and so we can integrate them into our political system, because I think right now they're not in here. Yeah, we gotta grab them. Okay. Great. Great. Drink here. Delicious. Did you see Council movie? What movie? In Israel, there's an animated movie called Legend of Destruction about great Jewish revolt and the destruction of the Second Temple, which focuses on the civil war of Jewish people. And so it's new? That sounds pretty interesting, actually. Alright, let's get integrating, ladies. But seriously here. What do we want to do? Maybe industrial equipment. Let's grab that. Let's also get integrating. You know, any core population is good to have. We also are now going to be able to have another couple of divisions here, which is nice. Very good. Oops. There we go. Okay, next up, research facility development will improve here. Very nice. Now we can actually... No, not prepare for war. No, we gotta come... Wonder how long it's gonna take before I could do that. I have no intention of building up the air bases. I don't see much point in doing that. Although I do have these units here. Should have been using them earlier, I guess. Novosibirsk was a corporate plutocracy, so the modernists might be strong there. Alright, well, got Akita over there. Okay, I think I could do this now. Come on. Consolidate. There we go. And there goes all my manpower. Let's switch out the general. End of the Federates. The trial of Vasily Shushkin, Alexander Pushkin, and all their associates of the Federation of Novosibirsk and Altai saw packed courtrooms. Both of the main defendants appeared unrepentant before the court. Vasily Shushkin decried the difficult condition in the Altai region, where peasants were overworked to feed the whole of the Central Siberian Republic. Had it not been their right to march for their rights, when accused of leading violence against the central government, Shushkin retorted the Republican army had been sent in to crush the protests violently, forcing the citizens to arm themselves. Likewise, Pushkin was unmoved in the prosecution's accusations. Him, a traitor, as a military officer, he had always known his duty to the common man. When the stalemate war against Yagoda's Red Army remnant had pushed the Central Siberian Republic to the famine, had the people not been right to call for peace, had their desperate pleas deserved to be drowned under the crackle of gunfire, their arguments failed to sway either the crowd or the judge. As military officers and as regional politicians, the accused failed to restore calm and order in their jurisdiction. Instead, they invited the specter of civil war and plunged Central Siberia into chaos. Unrepentant, these so-called Federates proceeded to build a corrupt, autocratic regime. No doubt, had these Federates had their way, Russian democracy would be buried, its corpse used to fertilize corrupt private interests. For this court condemns the accused and will seek sentences of life in prison, where the accused will have time to reflect on their crimes. Justice prevails! Feel so good, so good. Oh, what's going on here? We're a little frozen. Still waiting to do this. Are we only allowed to do one of these ever or something? What is up with it? What the world? Let's get that army experience, because I'm going to want to make tank divisions later. We're not going to use them here, but this is good. I like that these two are beating each other up. That's good. Shushkin is one of the best unifiers and has one of the best unifying songs. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Alright. We can greatly increase it in a random area. No, let's come over here and get progress this way first. So has anybody, I only heard it for the first time, I think 1 or 2 days ago. Has anybody heard that George Washington song on YouTube? It's just, where the beat is just somebody breathing heavy, like, and it's just talking about, you know, George Washington, 6'20". I heard he has like 4 dicks or something. It's this really funny, silly song. Maybe after the symphony I'll play it to break things up, but It's really weird. I'd never heard before. I'm not sure who's gonna win here. It's kind of going back and forth. Oh shoot, we're in August. We can do a new thing now. Do the new thing! Alright, yeah, so Novosibirsk, we really are not getting a lot of humanist stuff in there, so let's save this and yeah. Let's see, humanist. Looks like humanist in Novo. Gotta work that. Oh, I need like 5 more political power though. Shit. Let's see here. Yeah, the song is so silly. Like, there's a part that goes, George Washington will save the children, but not the British children. He saves all the children, but not the British children. It's just so fucking weird. Road to Nordisk. Get free state-issued wine if you vote humanist. Okay, so that was in Novosibirsk, I think. Didn't seem to help too much, though. I think juggling the authority thing is going to be a problem. Have these infantry improvements. Looks like Kemerov is going to win this. No, I did not see that Invictus stuff. Dylan98 asks, is this playthrough with the Social Democrats fun? I've only ever done the Conservatives. I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, it's nice to play somebody who's a little more wholesome instead of you know a political party that their plan is, all right, so we're gonna enslave the ones we don't kill. It's a nice change of pace. Yeah, I know, Socialist, I know. Okay. Dang it, it's not letting me do the thing. I think it's because I don't have enough authority, or I'm not sure. Rapid fire clicking this. Come on, which day did I start doing that? You saw Spirited Away for the first time today? Oh wow, what'd you think of it? It's often talked about, I don't want to pressure you, you can think whatever you like about it, but that's, I've often seen it discussed as like, you know, one of the greatest anime films ever. For me, it's not even my favorite Ghibli film, but everybody's got their opinions. So. Come on, come on. Oh, we can do the roar plan now. And we also have a military factory. Okay, so we're going after Kemerov, right? So it's this one. Proposed war plan, Oskolok. The Republican army is entering its final preparations before war. With Kemerov, we must end General Krylov's madness and liberate our province from this pretend kingdom. Okay. Former general has succeeded with several of the Republic's best infantry and mechanized divisions. The rich industrial town of Kemerov and its coal basin had no doubt helped the separatists field several more regiments of well-equipped troops. There were few good angles of attacks through the woods between staging point Yurga and enemy capital Kemerov. Shepostkov hoped it would not boil down to a war of attrition. Alright. For the Republic to live, Kemerov's industrial assets had to be retaken. We strike southeast. I had a hope they take out Krasnoyarsk here for me. It's gonna save me time later. Okay. Spirited Away. I will certainly give a lot of points to Spirited Away for its animation. It's insane how much is going on at the screen at a time sometimes. Like pretty much any scene in what's her name? Yaba, the one who runs the bathhouse. Anything in her office is like it was 100 things happening on the screen at once. I'm actually gonna watch some. Let's see, Kemarov is hilarious. It's like a mix of TNO with Crusader Kings. Three people. It'll help our popularity somewhere. Fucking finally was able to click that shit. Alright, so. About November 1st. Let's be honest, it was a brothel, not a bathhouse. What are you talking about? It was a bathhouse. It wasn't a brothel. What's wrong with you? Alright, here we go! Oh, where's my motorized divisions? They're here. Alright. Yeah, I think a lot of their divisions are still up here in this corner. Losers. See, so we're gonna come here and we're gonna get that cut off. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, cool. So we can scavenge for some more stuff here. Get that infantry equipment. And, yeah. Stop this guy here. He's gonna be coming this way. Very nice. No way they already cored these, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. I'm pretty sure Baba means grandma. Hitler has died. Okay, things are about to start getting real crazy real fast now. And that's it. We're gonna get him. Yeah, look at all this manpower starting to stream in. Happy to see that. Very good. The Mad King's reign is over. Nice. Can make a fair amount of these. There we go. Get rid of that. Yeah. Oh, this industry is beautiful, beautiful stuff right here. Okay, we gotta keep like 10 political power because we're gonna need it in a minute. Reintegrate the crownlands. So we gotta do it for both of these. Whatever, alright. Oh yeah, I also got Krasnoyarsk. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was glad that they ate them up like that. Saved me some trouble. Damn, we're unifying so fast. Hitler just barely died. Here we go. Okay, Tomsk, Hitler, death, event, avalanche. Okay. Alright, October 25th, always a big day in world history. Alright, now we wait for our shot in a couple of days here. Let's also check those districts, see how the random boosts are going for us. Oi, oi, what's happening? Yeah, there we go. Germany's blowing up. You know how it goes. You know. Well, we sure got Tomsk locked down. So I guess that's something, but we are way behind in Novosibirsk. Alright, we can't do for the Commonwealth until the other stuff's been taken. So it goes. See, from what I hear, Miyazaki is a shitty person in real life. I hear mixed things. I think he just has very high standards. It's like Kubrick, you know, the live-action film director Kubrick. I think that's just something that, not all the time, but often goes with being a director. It's like, you know, you have your vision, and you really, really want it to go through, and then I'm sure that leaks in other parts of your life. Get training a little bit. Apparently Miyazaki's son has done a couple of films for Ghibli, which I've also heard mixed things about. So I couldn't really comment on it. Alright, we're still trying to flip Novosibirsk over here. So, I guess the good news is we're going to be getting a lot of political power, getting an extra one a day, because I can't take any focus right now. And also, we say Miyazaki's a shitty person. Let's be, you know, this ain't like a fucking Roman Polanski situation. I just hear that he's very coarse. Like for example, I was just saying his son apparently has done some Ghibli films. So, I think it was his son's first film was happening. It was premiering, and he was at the premiere. And he just walked out halfway through to have a cigarette, and was just like, yeah, he's not an adult yet. I didn't even finish it. Like, that's pretty fucked up. English Civil War has begun. Oh, we're trading for aluminum we don't need anymore. That's pretty cool. We still don't have any access to rubber, so it's a slight problem. Develop the coal mines. That's kind of okay. Now let's purge the traders, get integrating people into our system. Yeah, let's see. Formation of the Africa Shield. I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen in Africa. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great, actually. Forever. Oh, are the Jews gonna take Madagascar? Wow, looks like it. Serbs rise up. Instead of living on their knees, they're gonna rise up. Yeah, look at that. Oh, nope, they fucked up here. Never mind. Movie got low reviews. What we got here? Oh, secure control. I think that might get us to 100%, which would be pretty sweet. Although we're gonna have to integrate, and that hurts stability. So there's give and take, give and take. There goes South Africa. Dissolving the principality. Let's see here. The region has been liberated, or we enter the enemy capital, and we're implementing post-war ideas. Every captured industrial complex has seen its damage assessed and its potential outputs added to the tally. All this information will be put to good use for future economic planning. Equally important in the tallying are captured soldiers and surrendering garrisons. It is hoped that many of the men are not very ideological and can thus be reintegrated into our army. These elements of questionable loyalty will be placed in frontline duty, allowing them to keep their jobs while expanding our military capacity. All of this will take time. Trials for local officials and military commanders who joined in Kirilov's mutiny will be a complicated affair and expose deep wounds left by the fall of the Central Siberian Republic. With malice toward none, we must set to work tying back together the fate of Kemerov's residents to the fate of our great republic. So that'll help with coring time. I think we've already cored it. Yeah. The anime salon. Yeah. I'm actually going to watch some Ghibli later on today. I'm going to watch My Neighbor Totoro, which I don't think I've watched that since high school or maybe earlier. Been a long, long, long time. But me and my friends have kind of been on a little bit of a Ghibli kick lately. Oh yeah, and that's what I was going to say. So I recently watched Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind when I had some extra time, which was technically not a Ghibli film. Like, Ghibli owns the rights to it now, but it was made before Studio Ghibli existed. Fate of the Mad King. But it's pretty much a Ghibli film. You know, it's directed by Miyazaki. The score is by Joe Hiyashi and all that. All right, hold on a second. Fate of the Mad King. After our triumph over the so-called Principality of Kemerovo, our men have captured the Mad King Rurik II, formerly General Krylov of the Central Siberian Republic. The poor unfortunate has returned to Tomsk, not as a conquering hero, but as a prisoner of war, his fate uncertain. For many in the capital, Krylov deserves the fate of every captured separatist. After a trial to establish his degree of guilt, Krylov shall serve a long sentence in prison where the remembrance of his fractured psyche are able to think about the bloodshed and his hunger for power. So they say there's nuance, he's got depression, and blah, 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 blah. Well, let's actually read this. Sent east to fight for the Central Siberian Republic. Here, this is the sad part of the symphony. His defeat by the anarchists and the treachery of his officers in Krasnoyarsk have sent Krylov's mental health into a final freefall. The faction pleaded for clemency, led by Krylov's former friend Marshal Shepanikov, have published an open letter requesting Krylov be placed in a mental institution. There, the former Mad King might hopefully see his mental health improved and some of his megalomania removed. This feels like this will lead into like a Shutter Island situation. So, the debates about this issue have been fierce. Many who express sympathy for Krylov's plight still decry the general's failures and argue it is unjust if the general is truly mad or invented his heroic persona to justify his secession. The people desire to know which way the president's office leads on this issue. We're going to say mercy is not weakness. Place him in a mental hospital. That seems like what the humanists would do, right? We're just waiting around. Rumor has it that Ernst Röhm intercepted a communique about the plot to kill him, but since it was edited by his deputy C. Reed, the Night of the Long Dicks. Really? It's kind of ironic that a movie maker that moved so many people's childhood and adulthood couldn't do that for his own son. He does what he isn't. Yeah. Well, he's talked about that with his movies, Miyazaki, because, like, he's taught. I've seen quotes from interviews and stuff where he says how he's basically a doomer. He's like, the world's awful, and it's fucked up. But he's like, but I need to teach children that it doesn't have to be that way, and that there is beautiful things in the world. So, and I think he said like that's his own personal struggle he also goes through. Anyway, what have we got here? I might do the air bases at some point, kind of like in a roleplay way. But first, I think we're going to be able to do another one of these. How's this going, by the way? Nice. Kemerovo is looking good. Very happy with that. Come on, come on. Like, wait a day or two. Oh, shoot. Did it work? What's happening? What's happening? There we go. I think that was increasing it in Novosibirsk. Alright. So, I'm going to need to beat the People's Revolutionary Council, too. So, there's 2 more wars we got to do, because somebody's going to win here. I'm mostly sure it'll be the Revolutionary Council. Have I ever played an Ace Combat game? No, I don't think so. I think I remember a friend of mine used to play it. But I've seen him play it, but... okay. Trials were held in front of a limited crowd. They're defending action. The central government lost the people's support. An ignoble fate for an ignoble man. Whatever. This is just a Kramanovsky crap. Kramanovsk. Okay, did this work or not? Or frickin'... yeah. It did do the thing. We did do the thing. Okay, so let's develop the industry. So I'm really liking this. Yeah, we're keeping leaning purple, though the modernists definitely have got some traction. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and time you out, Ermach, for your spamming. I want to be perfectly clear too before you start trying to, you know, push your thoughts of what my political leanings are on me. I want to be perfectly clear. I'm timing you out because you're spamming more than anything. I don't give a shit what you were saying. It's the spamming that's annoying. Let's see here. Let's get a little more infrastructure down here. We're gonna need that oil later. Lack of rubber is becoming a problem. Yeah. Spooky waltz. Well, right now we're in the Largo. Yeah, the Largo section, which is, I think, the longest section of this symphony. No, not quite, but it is 13 minutes. Yeah, this is the sad part. This is I think the part that was supposed to have been written after Tukhachevsky was killed. Who, remember, was Shostakovich's friend. In fact, let's start at the beginning of the Largo. Taking it back. Right here. So this moment, yeah, I believe that this was after Tukhachevsky was killed. That he wrote this. How is Tukhachevsky doing? He's still alive out there. And Comey went with Ponomaryov. This is Suslov's puppet, right? Oh yeah, affable puppet, right? Interesting. Suslov's portraits is one of my favorite Moe Reich ones. It's simple but effective, I think. Where's the construction speed? Yeah, I think we do want to do that. You can see that the Siberian plan is doing real good right now. Although, do I have consumer good factories again yet? No. We're at negative 0%. So we're just waiting right now. Scavenge for loot. We're just waiting to be able to go to war again. Okay. Now I think it's military factory time. Let's really get to it. So we got 100,000 men. We got to arm. Really so much space. Something delaying these tanks is starting to annoy me. Oh, damn it! I lost the house seat. Fuck off. Damn, I don't have enough fucking political power now. Quite annoying. There we go. Now we got it. Okay. So we're just waiting. Canal riots. Panama. Always very distinctive flag. I've seen a couple, more than one occasion around here, even in El Paso. There's people who like replace their license plate with a Panamanian flag. The PRC has a chopper division. Be careful. Like they start with one? Oh shit. You know what? That's not a problem. We'll let him run back, and then we'll just surround him. Like just let him through. They're having trouble though here with Orotia, which is I guess fine with me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alright, time to go after the Siberian Black Army. The Republic now stand on the cusp of beginning Operation Tvyordeya-Ruka, the invasion of the Siberian Black Army held territories. The Eastern anarchists have caused much of the trouble that affected the CSR, and it's time for our army to end their insurrection once and for all. Recycled plans from the initial attempt. The final death of the was determined with this. Information sources were hard to come by. There was a phone call even before answering, the marshal knew it was time. Do this coal mine thing too. We'll still have enough political power. Okay, let's send these out and these out. Okay, we gotta stop the training. Watch out, CHG, for what? Oh, what do you think, like the People's Revolutionary Council is going to attack me? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to come at me, not while they're still fighting this other war. Okay. I think we can now do another one of these. Or do I have to wait like a day or two? Okay, Ermach, I'm feeling very, very benevolent, so I'm gonna put you in timeout one more time, and next time when you come out, if you keep acting this way, I'm just gonna ban you. Probably should have banned you already for your obnoxious behavior. Yeah, it looks like democracy is won in Finland. Of course, as a Russian, I want them and Onega to be defeated by whoever unites the West. Alright, here we go! To war! Okay. Let's hit it. By the way, I wanted to also say thanks again for those of you who've donated via Super Chat to support the listening of these symphonies in Siberia. Ooh, adaptable. Always gotta love adaptable. That's good shit. Some good shit, man! Alright, let's get the weapons research too, get the infantry equipment up and running a little better. Let's see. Let's see, what do you get when you cross a no-no? Ah, I see what you did there, potential plateau. Oh, I'm paused. That's why nobody's moving. I was wondering what the issue was. But we're just gonna bulldoze them. We've got them outnumbered at least 2 to 1, possibly almost 3 to 1. I can't breathe you. What do army drills? You know what? Yes. Whoa, close that. Yeah, we do want to do those drills so that I could make those tank divisions later, because we're gonna need the tank divisions when we head further east, and definitely when we head west. Dark Side 1000, don't do this to Mother Anarchy. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Look, anarchy is cool and all, except for the whole not helping people. And that's what we do. We help people. And people were bitching and moaning so much when I did my anarchy campaign with my anarchy political decisions. So what I was doing, for those of you who didn't see it, I would flip a coin for every decision I had to make between despotism and libertarian socialism. And libertarian socialism starts with a huge lead, and it still ended up going despotism. So I remember when I was starting it out, I was thinking that people were going to complain because it's like, oh, it's not really 50-50 because the libertarians have such a huge lead at the start. But the coin flips ended up with me going despotic, and people were whining and whining so much. No, you can't! Uh-oh. Polensitsky's at war. Come on, Tukhachevsky! You and me, we're friends. Together we can unite Russia. Military coup in Brazil. Who would have ever thought? Alright, let's keep moving this way, I think. Pierre Pojat has been elected as president of France. Is this the fascist guy? Yeah, oh man, I wonder if we're going to see, I've only ever seen it happen once before, but I think we're on the path to it, where there is 2 uprisings, so even this little bit of France that's left gets broken up even more. Just cursed French timeline, yeah. It's cursed as fuck. It's cursed as fuck. We're still in the Largo, by the way. We're still this morning. Very fitting for Tukhachevsky about to get killed. Yeah, bro, if your OTP is not Shostakovich and Tukhachevsky, don't even talk to me. And I know what you're saying, but Shostakovich was married. He had a wife and children. You know what? I guess it's a harem or something. I don't know. Speaking of harems, did everybody see the modification I did to Pen Kitten's community post? I did credit him in it. I want to be very clear. He came up with it, not me. But it was very funny, and it was just this quick, funny idea I had before bed last night. I modified it, and it was just basically what happened. His version was what happens when you play different Hearts of Iron 4 mods. And so, like, you go from being just kind of a pseudo-generic-looking guy, and then you become increasingly feminized over time. Oh, there's a new radio series by Bastillard producers. Welcome to Dolina Noche. It's set in the small town of Dolina Noche. A former... I'm giving it some Spanish stuff. It's probably not working. That's probably not how it's pronounced. But Noche, or like Italian. Dolina Noche. Yes, we are in Siberia. A former mill town on the Ob River, which is now centered around a bicycle factory. It follows the daily goings-ons of the town's inhabitants. Boris, the foreman, Darla, the school teacher, Alonia and Artyom, the factory workers, and so on. However, Dolina Noche is much stranger than appearances might initially imply. The serial depicts it as almost existing in a bubble, seemingly free from Russia's divisions and turmoil. Moreover, the townsfolk seem to be constantly afflicted by supernatural occurrences. A vast glowing cloud appears above the kindergarten before becoming the principal. A 5-headed dragon is arrested by the local police for committing fraud. What? And a strange forest on the outskirts of town begins whispering to residents to join it. The absurdism of Welcome to Dolina Noche is contrasted against the seemingly repetitive nature of its plots, which are unnervingly normal given the circumstances. This has made the serial especially controversial, as the show constantly veers between mind-numbing boredom and surreal horror. Some decry it as bizarre and meaningless, while devoted fans gather in cafes to compare notes and share theories. One particularly noteworthy bit of speculation is that the entire town exists in a time loop. Others say it is all a dream, or the town is in fact located in the American Southwest, or perhaps all three. With Welcome to Dolina Noche, no one really knows. There's a thin semantic line separating weird and beautiful, and that line is covered in jellyfish. You know, I don't... this is a reference to Welcome to Night Vale. Is that animated radio show that it's like the Argentinian thing that came out a couple years ago. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Welcome to Night Vale. I'm looking this up. I know this is a podcast. Maybe it got turned into like a TV show. Oh no, this is something else. Wow, this looks interesting. Huh. But there was this, I think it was an Argentinian animation, and it was about a town where just like weird things happen, and yeah, I thought it was very interesting. Fuck, I don't remember its name though. The plot reminds me of 100 Years of Solitude. You know, I've never read that. I know more about Mario Vargas Llosa as a politician than him as an author. But I've always heard good things. Yeah, but if anybody remembers that Argentinian show I'm talking about, please tell me, because I remember really liking it. It was very cool, very, very different. Come on, let's get Consolidating. The Kirlian frequency! Yes! Thank you! Oh my gosh, yeah, that show was awesome. Kirlian frequency. Yeah, an Argentinian animated series released in 2017 on YouTube, and since the 15th of February 2019, exclusively available on Netflix. Series revolves around a radio that broadcasts only at night in a small town deep inside Buenos Aires province where all kinds of macabre and supernatural events happen. Yeah, so it's really interesting, and it's not long. Like, you can watch, I think you can watch the whole series in an hour. Very interesting stuff. Okay, so we're pretty much done here. Okay, onward ran the river of anarchy. Get wrecked, anarchy. Get fucking wrecked. Get integrating them, and we also need to come over here. Some more campaigning. We're still not as popular as the Decemberists and modernists, which is really getting on my nerves. Time for the PRC to fall. Yep. Rip Tukachevsky waifu. Yeah. Says, I ship Shostakovich and Tukachevsky. I already had drawn pictures of how their kids will look like and wrote fan fiction. You say to me they're both men? Well, I don't give a shit. I did that anyway. That's good. It's like, but they're two men. They can't have children. Fuck you. It's my fan fiction. It's my fanfic and I'll cry if I want to. I'll cry if I want to. Alright, put down the anarchy. Oh, there's a revolt going on of some kind? I don't know. Put down the anarchy. Anarchy, my dear! The brazen and the queer. We bow before you. Anarchy, my dear. Oh, you know what? Because we're, we've been listening to this nice symphony. Well, nice. It's a sad symphony. But after this, I'm gonna play something funny with a soprano singer. Somebody remind me to pull up the funny soprano singer video. I don't want to say more than that because it's gonna spoil it. Let's see here. Guzman made the equivalent of the Soviet ex-China propaganda. I'm gonna write that down and I'm gonna post something like that in my community board. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Shasta, X, Tuka, Soviet, China. Picture. Yeah, I'll try to remember to do that. I came. That really puts a different meaning to I came for you. Oh, worker discontent is medium. Oh no. Anyway, it's fine. We're happy. Oh, we're not building the close air support. Oh, whoops! Forgot to get these guys training. There we go. Every second you're not running, Tomsk is getting closer. I came for you. Do we update for the Harmonist? You mean the Humanist? I'm pretty sure we did. It's looking mostly pretty good. Novosibirsk, it's just not happening though. Can't seem to crack it. Trying to get there. Oh, we can secure control again. This will actually put us at 100% stability now. Okay. Could they just kill Oryatia already? This is ridiculous. I guess this means it'll be easy, but it also means I'll have to do another plan. Paddle faster, I heard orchestral music. Get out, get out! Shit, drop this. Oh man. I came for you. I came for you. For you, I came for you. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. This is quiet. The ending's a little quiet. Dude, they got tanks and they can't get through here? What the fuck is happening? You're just delaying the unification. Oh, we're not on 5 speed. There's a problem. How's it going in South Africa? Looks like the Union's losing. I think I might actually go for some lower house support here. End of the revolt. Victory in the field had broken the back of the famed Siberian Black Army. The anarchist soldiers had fought long and hard. When their situation had grown impossible, however, the SBA was losing men as fast as melting spring snow. The Tomskian offensive, combined with Shepirnikov's suggested lab reforms and food delivery, had done much to peel away communes from the Black Army. Culmination of the final campaign to eradicate anarchist ideology. Lanskov died with his last companions, cornered in a forest safe house in the north. The men and women fought to the last bullet. General Stepanov's trials are due to begin soon. This is the end of the symphony, this last 2 minutes. He is expected to argue that he merely wanted to protect local citizens from endless violence, as had all other captured separatists. In Tomsk, rumors abound of a reduced sentence meant to reward him for agreeing to end the bloodshed and to give back the Eastern Territories a sense of normalcy. Looks like Himmler's England won. Bind her, grind her, burn her with fire, cast her ashes into the sea. She shall escape, she shall aspire, she'll arise to make men free. Should I do something about the war support? Nah. No need. Plus it's gonna hurt my weakness stability too much. Wait, why is my stability going down? I'm securing control right now. This is bullshit, man. Oh, the Petrov Salon! Ultimatum of man! Back to our favorite humanist soldier. The Black Army could have proved a simple ideological enemy, but nothing was further from the truth. Every pair of hate-filled eyes that stared at him from the family of a man killed in its defense, he found himself questioning. Shostakovich's speeches and literature spoke of the utopian ideals of cooperation and collaboration. about making the world a better place for one's fellow man. Anatoly had long believed these ideals, knowing that without them he would not have joined the military at all. And that was the key that had cracked his image of the campaign. The anarchists believed just as strongly in their commune-based society as he had in the Republic. They believed they had fought for each other against tyranny, and from what he had seen from their citizens, that belief was widely shared. Indeed, even bereft of what could be considered a strong central government, they worked cooperatively to construct a better future, so he had helped tear it down. When that realization hit, he felt as if he had, upon hearing of President Pasternak's death, adrift and alone. Had many of his deepest beliefs proven questionable at best? Could anarchists achieve an utopia? And if so, could monarchists do the same? Could fascists? He could not find an answer, and that, he knew, was an answer in itself. He did not know if he could or should convince himself otherwise. What form does utopia take? This is the end. Good timing, good timing. So that was Symphony number 5. I'm sorry. Oh, why did I do that? I couldn't. It just happened. It just happened. It's not my fault. Okay. No, it is my fault. I knew what I was doing. Okay, so let's kind of switch it up a little bit. And we're gonna do something fun now. So we're gonna listen to Luciano Pavarotti, since we were talking about Italians, and famous soprano, and his singing before he died of apple-bottom jeans. Yeah, so this is one of his last recordings.
Apple-bottom jeans. What's with the fur?
Damn, potential plateau coming in with the punnery. Humanist Tomsk shouldn't have to take any focus to electrify the territory because the leader's already a conductor. Boom, baby! Oh, nice, we can just jump right into it, it looks like.
Give that big booty a smack.
The regrettable war.
$1 million vibe bottle to go.
57 factories. Beautiful. Shorty got low. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. You know what? Encore. Fuck it. Encore. There we go. Himmler was victorious. Alright, let's stop the training here for a minute.
Sweater pants and Reeboks with the straps. Give that big booty a smack.
What's the song? It's Apple Bottom Jeans.
$1 million vibe bottle to go.
Let's see. Magadan's looking good. Alright, here we go. There goes Nixon. Very fun. Very, very fun. Okay. But now it's tank time. Come on, baby, it's tank time. You know I really want to make you mine. Oh, I need more motorized. Okay, so what other fun, silly things was I gonna play? Oh yeah, let's play that George Washington song. Because Shostakovich will be the George Washington of this timeline, of the new united Russia, as we will see shortly. Let me. So here we go. This is George Washington song. You're gonna love this.
Washington, Washington, 6'8", weighs a fucking ton. Opponents beware, opponents beware. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Let me lay it on the line, he had 2 on the vine. I mean 2 sets of testicles, so divine.
On a horse made of crystal he patrolled the land, with the mason ring and schnauzer in his perfect hands.
Here comes George, in control. Women dug his snuff and his gallant stroll.
8 opponents' brains.
And invented cocaine. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Washington, Washington,
You need the rubber
6'20",
band.
fucking killing for fun. Spread, spread, Delaware. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Sue me if I go too fast, but the sons of his opponents wish that he was their dad.
Got a wig for his wig, got a brain for his heart.
He'll kick you apart, he'll kick you apart. Ooh, he'll save children, but not the British children. He'll save children, but not the British children. He'll save children, but not the British children. He'll save children, but not the British children.
See you later, Hugh.
Had a pocket full of horses, fucked the shit out of bears. Threw a knife into heaven and could kill with a stare.
He made love like an eagle falling out of the sky. Killed his sensei in a duel, and he never said why. Washington, Washington, 12 stories high, made of radiation. The present beware.
Come on,
the
that's gotta be
future
it, right?
beware. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Did I mention his 4 nuts?
Well, he also had 4
If
dicks.
you took off his boot, you'd see the dicks growing off his feet.
I heard that motherfucker had like 30 goddamn dicks.
He once held an opponent's wife's hand in a jar of acid at a party.
I don't see the chopper division. So there we go. Just so we could remember the greatness that is Shostakovich. You know, have that. You know. Let's see here. So let's go back to Shostakovich, which you'll now all appreciate much more. You know what? Let's listen to the 2 October symphony again, Symphony Number 2. Well, because we're attacking the People's Revolutionary Council, I think it's very fitting. Let's see. The consequences. Some guys spinning and making helicopter noises. Stay away! Okay, so wow, these guys outlasted everybody else. Good for them. Good for them. Let's get Tuva, scavenge for loot, and here we go. The fate of the Reds. They are the Reds. The Jesus is cool. Wait, no, that's not how the song goes. Come on, want to get united in Tomsk already. Or Central Siberia. It's all the same. Stretching. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. And there goes Kennedy. Africa seems kind of stalemated where it's at right now. Okay. Yeah, this is not even really a nation. Rotia, I think it's basically just a Some kind of religious commune or something. What is this? Göring just defeated Speer. So what's going on in Germany exactly? Could be between Göring and Bormann. Yeah, Heydrich's getting killed. Kazakhstan might be unifying sooner rather than later. Because Tomsk is such a short name, their text is so big compared to everyone else. It's because we will unite Russia! That's why. Although I could definitely see, yeah, like if Omsk was this big, it would look kind of funny. Washington. 144p Divine Mandate. Are you not seeing it in HD? Is anybody having trouble? Is the stream not going out in HD or something? By the way, thank you all for how today's stream has gone. This is much better than the one I did. Was it yesterday or whatever? But or the other day, I guess Thursday. That was very not fun. And this is great. Having said that, I'm probably going to end things kind of soon here. From Reds to Republican. Half the men gave up their swords, the other half agreed to be deployed away from Mongolia. Hey, we got 5,000 manpower and some army experience. Nice. Wait, where's my factories going? Oh, Omsk is trying to expand out now. It's Kaganovich versus Yazov. Who will win? Hey, Pen Kitten. How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me, you know, did that little tweak to your community tab post. I credited you, though. I credited you. Hold on a sec. Where am I with agriculture? I'm going to come down here. Agriculture, we're doing 6. We can still go faster. Yeah, let's do that. Agricultural methods. See your comment on Hutig? I don't think so. Comment's been a little active. Sarov's internet is sabotaged by Koreans. Yeah. Damn, it's like they're mauling each other here. But yeah, that pipeline thing was pretty funny. Oh, wait, what's happening here? I'm trying to open this shit. Okay, it's looking good, but we still can't seem to get anywhere in Novosibirsk. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. It's a pinch too loud. There we go. But I know Hans Huttig uses chemical warfare in the South African War, the OFN can declare a direct war on him. Yeah. So then, I'm trying to remember, because isn't there also a thing where once Germany gets reunited, isn't Göring able to, like, directly get involved in South Africa too? So wouldn't there be a situation where the OFN and the German alliance, whose name I'm forgetting right now, they could be at war with each other directly if the circumstances lined up exactly as they needed to? Or is that some fever dream stuff? External investments? Nah. We don't need that. Let's get that infantry equipment research bonuses though, and we got a fair amount of free stuff here. Do infrastructure there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, how's this going? Still short on the motorized equipment more than anything, but we're gonna get there. See, Huttig is such a screw-up that he accidentally gets the US and Germany to fight each other in an attempt to kick his ass. Well, hello there, Tenebrae. Good to see you. Hello. So everybody, I might be streaming lit. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Penkit82 says, I can't believe Spiffing Brit fell for the channel deletion scam. Who's Spiffing Brit? I have heard that. Spiffing Brit, Spiffing Brit. Oh! Spiffing Brit! Okay, yeah, with the blue channel does not exist. So, what's the channel deleting scam? I have not heard of such a thing. Yeah, I just leave it open. Yeah, he's not able to find his name. So he deleted his own channel or something, or did he accidentally give his info to somebody else and they deleted it? That's gotta be fucking awful. Let's see. Let me look this up. Channel deletion scam. I have not heard of this. Oh, it's about YouTube support emails you receive. That's what I'm looking up here. Yep, see? Damn. Well, Spiffing Brit's an exploiter, right? I'm sure he can exploit his way back to however many subscribers he had. You got a phishing email that pretends to be Google support. They get you to make a new channel they have access for, and then you delete your own channel. Yeah, so because I'm looking it up right now, the scam thing. It's people warning, and I found a thing. It was people warning Mini a True Nerd to be careful.
Get out.
Yeah, I like Mini a True Nerd. You guys, an inspiration. I think he's also got one of the most successful Patreons, period, like in the world. Let me check that. Let's see, Mini a True Nerd Patreon. Let's see what he's up to these days in terms of total numbers. Yeah, that guy gets 7,244 a month just via Patreon. Good for him. That's awesome. You see, that's the trick. You gotta be like me. Be too small a channel for anybody to want to fuck with you and get you deleted in a phishing scam. That's big brain right there. Alright, cool. We can finally do the war plan. Let's get this shit done. Mini a True Patreons, yeah. But I think he calls them the Awesome Club. So he says, CHG, can I make an ambitious suggestion for a future playthrough? You can suggest it, no guarantee that I would do it. Washington. 6'20" and he weighs a ton. Let's see, we can increase production quotas. I don't know about that. So Irkutsk and Magadan are going at each other pretty hard right now. So I wonder if the Mandate will be able to sweep in and take them both out. No, you're a Russian now, so you may suggest it, but I may purge you for it. Got something stuck in my throat. Hold on. And you stream building games? You know what? I was actually thinking about that today because I'm done streaming Celeste since people have been very clear that they don't like it. So I was thinking about doing either Surviving Mars or Stellaris, and I was kind of leaning Surviving Mars. Alright, we're done with the reintegration of Oriotia. It's taken its place in the new republic. Welcome home, citizens. Oh, nice, we didn't even have to go to war! Hey! For the Commonwealth! Shostakovich... Oh. Shostakovich and the Humanist Association has come far from a fringe... Hold on a second. Forgot to do that. Can you play Napoleon's Total War Grand Pain as a sequel to We the Revolution? That is pretty damn ambitious, and I haven't played the Napoleon Total War in a long time. I'd have to refresh myself. But I got something else French Revolutionary planned. Yeah, I think I've said this before, but we're taking a slight hiatus on We the Revolution because we're in between acts. It is a pretty long game. But we'll come back to it. Anyway, reading this. He now helms what is likely to be the best hope for a democratic Russia. The government which he presided over has transformed the life in Tomsk, ensuring that basic needs become not only a necessity but also a right. People come to Tomsk in search of something better, a shining lantern in the darkness that pervades Russia. Yet there is much more to be done. The humanists might have lifted the city of Tomsk into the hearts of central Siberia, but the enemies still lie in wait. The anarchists and rebel generals still rule the lands to the south, each flaunting their rights as that. Well, that's just not true. A state ruled by Russians is not based on class or ideological differences, but of the common bond of the human condition. Let's see here. Yeah, I've been hearing that we're hitting a new variant of the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. The tour recently dropped by El Paso yesterday. I guess maybe this is my own fault, but I had honestly not been following things that closely because my life lately has just been, I just go to work and come home, go to work, come home, and that's my life 7 days a week, you know. How long has this stream been going on? We've just passed 2 hours, and it looks like did Goering just win the war? I think he did, yeah. Took out Boring before he took out, Bormann. It's all those jokes, you guys always make the frickin' boring jokes every time. Before he took out Heydrich. Okay. So here's the new tree, and then we can also form the Commonwealth now. Yeah, time for the Goering World Tour. But, what time is it? I might end it here. Okay, so what I might do is I might end it here for like an hour or so. I might end it for like an hour, and then we're gonna come back and I'll either play some Surviving Mars or Stellaris. It's probably gonna be Surviving Mars because I remember a couple months ago I said I was gonna do like a building game, and I didn't get around to it. So, anyway, let's do this. 4X games. I did some Civilization recently. Anyway, hold on. Tomsk unites Central Siberia. So we need to watch out because I don't know if the Workers' Revolt is going to happen. We're kind of the furthest left of all the possible rulers of Tomsk. But you know how the left is, the anarchist workers is split again or something. Here we go. We are in control of all the important cities in central Siberia. Now we will announce to all that the Commonwealth of Siberia is a beacon of democracy and, more importantly, hope to all Russia. This will give me a research slot, and then I overextend my administration. Tomsk unites Central Siberia. In the reign of chaos that is typical for the Russian warlord states, a beacon of freedom, as the choir comes in perfect. The old government of the beacon of freedom and democracy have appeared. The old government of the Central Siberian Republic, forced to retreat to the city of Tomsk after its collapse, has recently issued an announcement declaring that the region is now back under one state, their own. Little is known about the political factions that once dominated this republic's politics. but it appears the group known as the Humanists has secured its government. Founded by well-known composer Dmitri Shostakovich and continued by his protege Mosley Weinberg, it is a group of artists that wishes for a humane and democratic republic that protects its citizens. That exact dream is apparently achieved. At least it's a democracy. What else is it gonna be? Who fucking wrote this? It's bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. We have like some sort of cynicism crisis here. It looks like we're gonna oh, yeah. So we're gonna end it with the symphony here. Alright, so, yeah, a whole lot to be done, a whole lot of new considerations we gotta think about here, but we've also got several years before the reunification wars. We basically have got 4 years, yeah, before we're gonna go after the East, and for all we know, they're gonna all still be at war with one another. It can get so nasty fighting out here, it's slow. So next time, we'll try to do like the Symphony number 6, I think. So I don't know when I'll next stream this. I guess I'll try to do it tomorrow. You know, I usually try not to stream at all on Saturdays. I've talked about this before, but there's a couple of things I want to do. Also I want to clean up my office, but it's gonna be, I'm gonna say an hour until we come on, and I'll probably do some Surviving Mars or something. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very, very much to those of you who donated via Super Chat, so that I can have this video demonetized and play the Shostakovich music. Yeah, next time we got to, you know, we've taken the central area, now we need to prepare for the larger wars. Y'all have yourselves a pleasant afternoon. See you later, bye.